In 1986, the American forces attacked Libya. In 2002, they attacked Iraq. In 2014, they attacked Syria. Whenever America wished, it tried to change the fate of the Middle East. But there is one country that has not come under their control for many decades. That country is Iran. Even today, America and Israel try to find cracks in Iran's fortress. But this will not be easy. History bears witness to something remarkable. For the last 600 years, not an inch of Iran's borders has moved. The borders have stayed in the same place. Many invaders tried to conquer Iran. These invaders included the Romans. They also included the Arabs. The Turks also attacked. The Russians also tried. Even the British Empire attempted it. But Iran has repeatedly proven something. It has the strength to withstand even the biggest attacks. But a question arises here. What is the real secret of this strength? What makes Iran different from other Arab countries? What makes it unique? Welcome once again to Scope History Videos. Viewers, first of all, let us talk about a special gift. This gift was given to Iran by nature. If Iran is explained in one sentence, it is a huge fortress. It is a fortress whose walls were not built by humans. These walls were built by nature itself. This country is surrounded by mountains from all sides. In the south, there is the Zagros mountain range. This range forms a long chain of mountains. These mountains act like a wall. They block enemies coming from the south. In the southwest, the Zagros mountains slope gently. They move down toward Iraq. But in the northwest, the situation changes. The mountains become extremely harsh. They also become very tall. Because of this, they create an almost impossible border with Turkey. In some places there are no mountains, but there are marshlands instead. These marshlands exist where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers meet. These areas are very difficult to cross. They act like a natural barrier. It is like a deep moat in front of a fortress. That was the border with Iraq and Turkey. Now let us look to the north. In the north lies the Caspian Sea. Azerbaijan is also located there. In this region stands the Alborz mountain range. These mountains protect Iran from the north. If we look toward the east, we see another system. There are smaller mountain ranges there. These mountains encircle Iran like a ring. They form a border with Afghanistan. They also form a border with Pakistan. In other words, Iran is protected from every direction. Mountains surround it like a fortress wall. In the south lies the Persian Gulf. This acts as the final wall of the fortress. If anyone tries to capture the Persian Gulf, they face a major obstacle. They encounter mountains up to 1.5 kilometers high. These mountains stretch nearly 250 kilometers inland. For any army that wants to occupy Iran, geography becomes crucial. Geography plays a decisive role in war. Natural mountains have protected other countries as well. Afghanistan is a good example. These mountains protected Afghanistan for decades. They protected it from the Soviet Union. They also protected it from America. In the same way, Iran benefits from its mountains. These mountains are extremely important for its security. Because of them, attempts to occupy Iran have failed for 600 years. Inside Iran, there are also major obstacles. Two huge deserts lie within the country. One desert is called Dashti Kavir. The other desert is Dasht Jalut. These deserts are extremely barren. Living there is very difficult. Because of this, people prefer to live in the mountains. Iran has a population of around 90 million people. Most of these people live in mountainous areas. Because of this, invading Iran has always been extremely difficult. For any army, controlling the country becomes a nightmare. Invading forces face logistical challenges. Supply lines become very long. The routes are narrow. The weather is harsh. These conditions constantly create new obstacles. But there is another side to this story. The same mountains that protect Iran also restrict it. Historically, Iran has tried to expand westward, but these mountains often blocked that movement. Because of this, Iran adopted another strategy. Instead of direct war, it created proxy networks. One example is Hezbollah in Lebanon. Another example is the Houthis in Yemen. There is also the Islamic resistance in Iraq. Groups like Hamas and Islamic Jihad exist in Palestine. That was Iran's geographical advantage. Now let us discuss the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz holds enormous strategic value for Iran. The northern side of the Persian Gulf belongs entirely to Iran. The southern side is shared by several countries. These countries include Iraq. Kuwait is also there. Saudi Arabia is present as well. Bahrain is located there. Qatar is another country. The UAE also borders it. Oman is also part of this region. The entrance to the Persian Gulf is called the Strait of Hormuz. The northern coastline of Hormuz belongs completely to Iran. On the southern side, there is a small part of Oman. At Hormuz, Iran's coastline forms a V-shape. This gives Iran control from three sides. The Omani side is narrow and pointed. It also has mountainous roads. The strait itself is only about 50 kilometers wide. Because of this narrow passage, Iran can easily block it. After the recent US and Israeli attacks, Iran used this option. Iran clearly announced a warning. If any vessel moves toward Hormuz, it may be destroyed. This gives Iran huge leverage. It can pressure Gulf countries. It can even pressure the entire world. About 20% of the world's oil passes through Hormuz. Around 90% of Qatar's LNG also moves through it. Nearly 5% of the world economy depends on this route. In 2025, the global economy was worth about $120 trillion. When Hormuz closed, nearly $6 trillion disappeared from global trade. This is why Hormuz is Iran's powerful strategic asset. Iran has another advantage as well. It has a very long coastline. Iran's total perimeter is about 8,731 kilometers. Out of this, about 2,815 kilometers is coastline. This coastline stretches along the Caspian Sea. It also stretches along the Persian Gulf. This means about 32% of Iran's borders are coastal. But this coastline is unusual. Normally after a coastline there is flat land or sand. In Iran's case, mountains rise immediately after the coast. Iran has installed missile batteries in secret mountain locations. There are also many bays and blind spots. These places cannot easily be seen by satellites. Drones also struggle to detect them. If an enemy lands from the sea, they immediately face mountains. From those mountains, sudden attacks can occur. After geography and the Strait of Hormuz, there is another shield. That shield is Iran's diverse population. Iran is a multi-ethnic country. It is not dominated by just one ethnicity. Persians live there, Azeris live there, Kurds also live there. Arabs are present too. Baluchis live in some regions. Turkmens also exist in the population. Managing such diversity is difficult. Every ethnic group demands its rights. They want to protect their language. They want to preserve their culture. In the mountains, many tribes live separately. Each group has its own traditions. Many conflicts have existed between them for centuries. Iran has tried to unite them under Shia Islam. Even then, tensions appear frequently. In December 2025, major protests started. These protests are still continuing today. More than 7,000 people have already died. This is the largest protest since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Controlling such a diverse society is difficult. Sometimes one group is unhappy. Sometimes another group becomes angry, but this diversity creates another reality. It becomes an even bigger challenge for foreign invaders. Any invader must first defeat geography. Then they must unify the local population. That task seems almost impossible. That is why Iran was never colonized by the British Empire. Even though the British ruled the Indian subcontinent, the US and Israel understand this reality. That is why President Donald Trump often says something. He says the Iranian people must overthrow the regime themselves, because even outside powers know something. Defeating Iran without the support of its people is nearly impossible. In 1941, Britain and Russia temporarily occupied Iran. They did it with help from the Shah's son. Their goal was strategic. They wanted to stop Nazi Germany. The fear was that Nazi forces might use Iran as a base. This was during World War II. During that period, unrest also appeared inside Iran. Different groups turned against the government. A situation similar to civil war began. Even though these groups disagree with each other, they share religion. About 95% of Iran's population is Shia Muslim. Historically, something important happens. When Iran faces an external attack, these groups unite. In September 1980, a major war began. Saddam Hussein attacked Iran. He believed Iran was weak after the revolution. He thought the Iranian army was broken. He assumed the system was unstable. Because of this belief, Iraq launched an invasion. Saddam expected a quick victory, but the war lasted 8 years. Initially, Iraqi forces advanced deep into Iran, but within 2 years, Iran regained its territory. Ordinary civilians also joined the war effort. Many people sacrificed their lives. Saddam had another expectation. He believed Iran's Arabs would support Iraq. He thought Kurds might rebel, but these expectations failed completely. Instead, the groups united under Shia identity. This strengthened Iranian nationalism. After 8 years, both countries were exhausted. Nearly 1 million people had died. In the end, Saddam retreated. He failed to capture even an inch of Iran's land. Iran's most dangerous weapon is not its army. Its greatest weapon is its size. Iran covers about 1.6 million square kilometers. 2 countries the size of Pakistan can fit inside it. It is not a small target. It cannot be captured in a few weeks. The land forms a strategic labyrinth. Armies must cross mountains. They must cross deserts. They must pass through ancient mountain routes. This concept is called strategic depth. As enemies move deeper, their supply lines grow longer. The field becomes harder to deliver. Logistics become more complex. Meanwhile, defenders gain time. Major cities like Tehran lie deep inside the country. Cities like Isfahan are also far from the borders. Mashhad is also located deep inland. By the time enemies reach these cities, they are exhausted. In this way, Iran's land itself becomes a silent guardian. Time becomes its greatest weapon. I hope you liked this scope history video. Please like and share the video. Thank you so much for your love and comments.